Okay, so it's been a little while since our last video update, especially if you discard the Halloween one. Yeah, well, I think we're looking at 3 months if you don't include that one, aren't we? I'm sorry, guys. I've been busy trying to sort stock out in the shop. I've been busy trying to get it all priced up, listed online in various places, and, well, frankly, run a shop. You know, that is the priority. And these videos have taken a little bit of a backseat because of that. Anyway, I've decided that I'm going to try and do some videos that may be shorter, maybe just focusing on certain things. But I think this one will be in the same old style and might turn out to be a little bit longer. You know, the usual length. But moving forward after this, there'll probably be short blasts of things that have recently come in. Anyway, enough of my waffling. Let's move on to the first batch of things to show, and that's some really cool, I still say it, masterpiece Transformers and third parties. Very, very nice. Now, as I said, I've been focusing on getting them out for sale in the shop, and that's exactly where these are. So they're all already in the cabinets. And yes, it might look a bit of a jumbled mess, but I know where everything is, okay? So we've got the Transform Elements Optimus Prime here. He is complete. He comes with his instructions. He's got his gun there, and he does have an alternate head. I think he also comes with his Energon axe. I'm not going to go through all of the accessories with everyone, but just to give you an idea, because I think most of them are complete. We've got Springer here, also known as, or rather officially known as, Big Spring. This one is by Open Play. It's quite a large one. It's about the same size as that Optimus there. So he's a cool one. Who else have we got? We've got Ironhide back there now. A lot of these are knockoffs or third party. I don't think there's any official ones, sadly. Again, yeah, I believe he's complete and all of his bits. Hiding back there, we do have Silver Streak or Blue Streak. He's one that we've had in for quite a while now, so we won't linger on him. We'll move down to the next shelf because that's where most of these actually are. So we do have a Hot Rod there. He has been in a long time, and all his parts have been glued in place. So yeah, you can move his arms and legs, but you can't transform him. We've got Blue Streak there, or Silver Streak, or simply just Streak. I think Takara officially branded this one just as Streak. That's the actual Hot Rod that's new from this job lot. And then below him we've got Ironhide. I don't know, I quite like Ironhide. I think he looks fairly cool. He's nice. Blaster there, he's a third party. I believe he's by KFC, and he comes with Rewind. Officially though, they are known as Transistor and Hi-Fi. We've got a knockoff Trax there. He's very cool. Again, comes with all of his accessories, including a flight stand, because he can turn into a flying car, can't he? Which one's this now? There's been so many jazzers over the years. This one is Transform and Rollout Meister, I believe he's called, or Agent Meister, unless that's an earlier version that once came about. Red Alert there, he's a knockoff. Very cool though, very, very cool. Nice. Nice in both car and robot mode. He is not yellowed, which is unusual for them. Well, same with Ratchet as well. He tends to yellow a bit, but so far seems to be okay. Down here we move on to the Decepticons, but there's still one or two Autobots, so we'll carry on with them. We got King Grimlock there. Now, unusually, it is the colour variant of the comic book one, the comic book repaint. Again, knockoff, but it's as good as, and in some cases, the knockoffs are better than the official ones. We've got Prowl there. It is Prowl, yeah. My mind blanked for a second then. Yes, it is Prowl. Again, KO. Huffer here, I think he's just known as Huff. I think it's an X-Transbots one, but feel free to correct me in the comments. Sideswipe there, he's got his gun on top of him. every time I put the gun in the hand, he seems to fall out of his hand, so maybe a bit of blue tack will help on that one. Ever so slight yellowing going on to his white parts. You could say that his bikini line has got a bit of a tan. Shockwave is just sort of like back there. He's pretty awesome. Again, complete all his accessories, knockoff and a knockoff Soundwave. He does come with all of the mini cassettes, as he should do. Back there we've got Blitzwing, also known as Gewalt or G-Walt, not entirely sure. Fans Toys version of Astra Train there. I think he's known as Thomas. You know, Thomas the Tank Engine and all that lot. Knockoff Megatron. Again, all of his accessories, pretty cool. And an ever so slightly, well actually he's quite badly yellowed wheeljack there, knockoff. Got Power Glide here, I think that one's X-Transbots. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Does come with the girl, you know, the girl who loved Power Glide. Because, has to do, don't they? What is this version of Reflector called now? Yeah, Opticlones, that's it, Opticlones. Now there is a slight break on that, just around the side there you can see that little white mark. There should be a panel covering that. It does come with the panel, I do have that, but yeah, sadly, small break. Got Grump there, officially known as Grump, but it is of course Bad Cube's version of Gears. And he stood in front of a KO masterpiece, Starscream. Have I missed anything? Yes, indeed I have missed some things. Back there we've got Dirge. He did come from me originally, but the guy has got rid of his entire collection and obviously wasn't going to keep Dirge. That one's... oh, who's that by? I forget who it's by, but he's called Endgame officially. We've got Motormaster there. That's another X-Transbots, I believe. Very cool figure. It's a really awesome one, is that. And we've got Wild Rider, just sort of like hiding there behind Prowl. He will combine with Motormaster there. What's Motormaster's name, this version? Oh, I can't remember everything, can I? Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Someone will pop it down in the comments. Wild Rider, I believe, is supposed to be Dead End, but I could be wrong on that as well. So yeah, that's it for all the Transformers. Now, you can find prices for these. I haven't listed them on the website yet, but you can find prices for these all on our social media, on Instagram and Facebook, because I have listed them on there with the prices. So go take a look. And when I get time, they will be listed on the website. But I'm busy waffling and making a video for you guys at the moment, so that's why they're not there yet. And that Masterpiece Transformers collection wasn't just Masterpiece. There was also some really big guys in there as well. I did omit 4 Masterpiece figures there. There's also a Trailbreaker. There's a Skyfire, or Jetfire, and there's Inferno and Grapple. They're currently on loan to Vaults of Iacon, so I'm fairly sure they'll be dropping some really nice pictures of those. If not already, then very soon. But let's take a look at these great big guys up here, because these are awesome! This is a set of third-party Protector bots, of course, combining together to build Defensor. Now, I don't know if they're oversized versions of the Combiner Wars series, or if it's all original sculpt type things and everything, molds, but it's a fantastic piece of kit. It really is. And then stood beside him, you've got another awesome piece in the form of Devastator. Again, it's a knockoff company. That one in particular is very light. There's not a lot of weight with him. He's lacking heft. You know, I like heft in my big robots, and he's lacking it. But that said, he's a phenomenal toy, and for the size of him, he's a ridiculously low price. I think he's like 40 quid. And just to give you an idea, that's my hand there. You know, it's each bot is a good chunk. So yeah, pretty awesome. And then towering above them, we've got Metroplex. I did know the name of this one, but it's gone now. Defence Fortress, that's it, Defence Fortress. Now, he does come with light-up features, but it's one of those where you have to put all of the electrics in yourself. Now, I have them, and the guy I got it off has started doing it. He's put it in some parts, so there are bits there that will light up, apparently, but I've not seen it yet, because apparently you need to use a magnet, and guess what? I don't have a magnet. Right, just one more of these big guys to show you, and he is over here. That's right, it's the Earthrise Scorponok. It is Earthrise, isn't it? Yeah, I think he was from Earthrise. One of those Netflix series, anyway. And he's fantastic. He does weigh a ton. He's certainly got... Oh, he's got the heft. He's got the heft going on there. Very, very cool Transformer. And then Robert brought me in a bit of an unusual looking one. I'm not sure if this is based on any in particular artwork or cartoon appearance, but Trojan Horse, I'm guessing this is their first one because it's TH01. I've brought us Hurricane, and the colours on the box here spoke to me straight away. Anyone who knows me and the way I collect will know that I'd love something like this, and I do. And as soon as I took him out to have a look at him, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm very tempted with this. Obviously, he's based on the Beast Wars version of Waspinator, but he doesn't turn into a wasp. No, he turns into a helicopter. I don't know if it's a real world helicopter or a fantasy one, but it looks very cool. But I can't keep everything, so yes, he is going to be going up for sale. Cheers, Robert. I know you also brought me one or two, but we can't have the one or two more. But we can't have this entire episode just featuring Transformers now, can we? Now, it's been an awful long time since I posted one of these videos, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to remember all of the new stock that's been delivered on the regular deliveries. But obviously, I'm going to remember some of it. So, let's take a little look around and see some of the new stuff that has been delivered since I last posted one of these videos. There's no way I'm going to remember all of them, but I know there's been lots of Marvel Legends, including X-Men 97 Jubilee, Cable. Who else did we get? We have had that Logan and Emma Frost. I didn't bother with Morph because it looks nothing like the Morph that people want, and I didn't bother with Sunspot because, well, I've never heard of Sunspot. Oh well. We did also get those restocks of Rogue, Gambit, and a Wolverine. So those can also be found on our pegs. I suppose there's a Logan or a Wolverine back there, is there? Oh, there's the Logan at least. Awesome stuff! We've had some of the retro Spider-Man stuff in the form of Sandman and Electro. Don't think there was any more of those that came in. We had Doctor Doom reissues, the Silver Surfer, and people seem to be going a little bit crazy for these, the Daredevil Born Again, Daredevil and Punisher. Oh, there was one more retro Spider-Man figure actually. It's Rhino. Yeah. Now all of these turned up with some wavy card backs for some reason. Don't know why, but figures are all perfect, obviously. On the Star Wars fronts, we got the retro A New Hope Wave 3. Can't remember if I've shown you these or not, but we've had the main four from the original Star Wars film. Lots of new Vintage Collection. Stormtrooper, Mandalorian, Super Commando, Aura Singh. He's not a new one, is he? Ponda Baba is, though. Dr. Evazan to go with Ponda Baba. Dengari issue with the... I think he comes with a new face sculpt, doesn't he? If I remember right. Yeah, I think he does. Alexander Callis. We've got Crosshair. We got Obi-Wan, or Ben. There's probably more, but like I've said before, I can't remember everything. In fact, I think those two might be new ones as well. Black Series, was there any? There's been a bit of a lull on Black Series, I think. There's definitely those three. Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Commander Gali? I don't know how you pronounce that. Never heard of him. Oh, Night Trooper. I think he was a fairly new one as well. Let me get rid of that glare. There we go. Yeah. And Sand Trooper, which I think we're starting to run low on already. Did I show you Barris? We've had Barris. I think you might have seen her on a previous video though. Right, let's have a look around and see what else may have come in. Sorry, it's more Transformers, but we got Gigawatt. They've slightly changed the packaging on the reissue to show that it's the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future and not the 35th, which is when this was originally released. And we've got those restocks of the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime Commander Class. Yeah, got those back in. What else? I know we probably showed you these in the Halloween episode, but we have got the Terrifier 2 series of action figures there. Costume Shop Art the Clown, Eye Popping Art the Clown, Pale Girl, and Angel Warrior Sienna Shaw. And also from the same IP, we've got the Giant Size Art the Clown. It's a pretty cool looking figure. It's just a blown up version of the small ones, to be fair, but 12 inches tall, and it's a cool looking figure. We have the second wave of Trick or Treat Studios Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Awesome set of figures there. Do like them. I do have the first series myself, so I may have to nab a set of those too. And of course, there's been lots and lots and lots of Warhammer releases. There's the Dead Silence there, Kill Team box set. We've got the new Battle Forces in, which are not allowed to be sold until the 28th of November. As you can see there, we've got the Krieg one. We've got the Tau one. We've got the Space Marine one, and somewhere hiding around we've got the Chaos Space Marine one as well. Yeah, I don't know, maybe that one's in the window. Oh no, it's there. It's there. And oh, I forgot about that one. We've also got the Empress Children one. There's been loads more too, but we won't cover everything, will we? And I thought we'd take a little look at some of the cool stuff that's in the cabinets that are hiding upstairs. Except it's not up there, it's here. Yes, these Beast Wars figures did come in a little while ago, but I am still loving the look of them. These are absolutely awesome. Yeah, sorry, it's Transformers again. But, you know, it is what it is. I suppose at least they're a little bit different. If you're more interested in your vintage pieces, we've got some pretty cool Zoids action going on at the moment. There's quite a few of the smaller ones here. All seem to be complete and all seem to be working, at least to some degree, so that's pretty awesome in my view. And then we've got Dwark there, one of the original Boglins. He is boxed. He's lost a little piece of cardboard there at the top of the box, but he's not in bad shape, and it's nice to have the box anyway. We've got this pretty cool Small Soldiers flat chew figure. He's sealed in the packet. It's got some very light veining going on to the top of the card, mostly visible from the back. But he's a very, very nice one. He's one that we imported from Japan as well. Very, very rare to find over here, sealed on card like that. Awesome stuff. There's a full set there of the 1992 Gold Series WWF SummerSlam cards. Not in bad condition. They've got some slight wear, but overall, very, very good condition. And you don't see them very often. And, you know, it's not all super expensive stuff that we have here at Cosmic Toys. It's also some of the stuff, it's just literally pocket money kind of prices that are just full of nostalgia. And I don't think there's anything more nostalgic than these Star Wars cassette tapes. I had that Jeff Love one. I had it on vinyl, but I had it. We've got a nice little assortment of Kenner aliens going on here. Some alien queens and the ATAX armour, the flying queen, Scorpion Predator, and then there's the Stinger vehicle as well. And you can't have the aliens, can you, without a little bit of Predator. And there's one of the Predators right there as well. And he's hanging out with a few of the E.T. guys. E.T. phone home, why not? Not exactly highly sought after, but also don't pop up for sale very often. We've got quite a nice little collection here of Men in Black action figures and the Zappum van as well. I think these are pretty awesome. They've been in for quite a while now and nobody seems to ask about them, so I think I actually need to put a label on there, because it's not like they're not selling because they're too expensive. We're only looking at, I think it's like £40 or £50 for the entire lot there. I think it's 40 quid. I don't think that's an awful lot of money. Do you? And then we've got some really nice vintage Lego here as well. Boxed Lego. I think a lot of this is from the 80s. Could be early 90s. I can't quite remember now. But yeah, pretty sweet. You know, I quite like this Paradisa set. I can remember thinking when they brought them out that, oh no, not girls Lego. But I suppose this was the forerunner to Lego Friends. And it's pretty cool. Those pink colours really take me back to the 90s Barbie boxes. Not that I had a lot of Barbies, mind, obviously. And let's face it, you know what I'm like for my Japanese stuff, so I've prepared a small selection of some of the Japanese bits that we've imported over the last few weeks that you've not seen yet. And so we've got a few Master Rider bits here, or Kamen Rider as it would have been known in Japan. We've got the new Cyclone motorcycle here, and these were released by Bandai in 2002 and are part of the Metal Mecha collection. Whatever that is, from what I can see, it's a collection of die-cast vehicles from various Sentai, animated and other kind of series, tokusatsu type series in Japan. It's a lovely model of the bike, is this. I did take some pictures to list it on the website, so if I'm able to share those on here, I will do, if I still have them. There we've got what looks to be the exact same bike, but I noticed this one's got yellow stripes on it, which are missing on the other one. I don't know, I dare say it's relevant to the series. We've got the Hurricane there, that's a nice looking bike as well. Slightly different packaging, no window on this one. And same again there, new Cyclone, but it is a different model. Honest, it is different. And I didn't know that Hot Wheels had done anything to do with Mashed Rider. Obviously these haven't come out over here, but obviously Mattel deemed that it's popular enough in Japan to make brand new molds for the IP, and it's a pretty cool little model. I do like it, and I love that Japanese artwork on the packaging as well. Very cool, very, very cool. Slightly larger models of a different Cyclone. Cyclone 1, the first version apparently, or version the first, and then there's also their Cyclone 2. I don't know, I'm not familiar with what this series is from. What series this is from, I've not watched this one. I'm still working my way slowly through Cougar. So this is a lot more recent, I believe. Anyway, very hard to find over here in the UK, and they only did the 2, and that's the pair of them, and they're going as a pair, as you can see. And then, yeah, there's the big guy, isn't there? There's the big guy. I forget what his name is. Is it Red Baron or something like that? Something Baron. Wow. Is it Mecha Baron? I don't know. I can't remember. But a reproduction of one of the old Shogun warriors. Now, sadly, box is still sealed, so I can't exactly show you the figure. There's more weight to this than what you would imagine, considering it's only a plastic figure. But there's some images on the side that show you more about it. Do have Mazinger Z in the window as well, as part of this same range. Or Majinga, or however you pronounce it. Oh, there go those hurricanes. And I'm assuming it comes with... Oh no, that's something else that you can get, isn't it, in the series? Alright, very cool. Okay, it doesn't come with that, I don't think. Or does it? It shows it in the foot there. Right, I don't know if that's available separately or if it's included in there, but it shows you that on the box as well. I mean, it does show you it right there, doesn't it? Oh, there we are. And then one other thing to show you here is this Steel Jeeg figure. The magnetic Steel Jeeg figure. Very awesome figure is this. I do like this figure. Very, very nice. And you know what? It's been absolutely ages since we had a Cosmic Toys Spotlight. And so, I think that we should have a closer look at this. Steel Jeeg. Now, this is not the original vintage toy. It's a 2000 or early 2000s reproduction of it. But it's a really, really cool toy. It's quite faithful to the original and comes in this lovely retro packaging by Takara, I believe. Yeah, by Takara Toys. Obviously, all the font and all of the writing on it is in Japanese, so no, I can't read it out to you, but I can show you the lovely artwork on the box, and there is some really nice artwork to be seen. Now, I don't actually know anything about Jeeg, Steel Jeeg. I just know that it's a cool looking robot toy, and I do have one of these in my own collection. The one I have is almost the same. It's the same mold, same size and everything like that, but mine's made of translucent plastic. Now, I'll move the box aside there because I do have the toy already out of the packaging, ready to show you, or at least out of the box. It's still in the inner packaging. Now, it's literally held together with magnets, which gives it this really special way of adapting it. Let's get all the pieces out. There we go. Now I took that off shot in order to do that because I wanted to give it as much care and attention as I possibly could, because let's face it, these things are very prone to cracking and I wanted to avoid that if at all possible. I'm going to move it out of the way now because you don't really need to see that, do you? Still sealed in the little baggie there, we've got the extra spare projectile fists and indeed the missiles, and they're going to be staying on the sprue for this video. So yeah, literally magnet in there and a ball bearing type joint, which is rather ingenious, I like to think. And we can just plug this into his back to give him his rockets on his back there. I have mine displayed at home at just a slight angle like that because I think it looks better at a slight angle than pointing straight up like it shows you on the box. Now I'm guessing in it's the old animated series that this is based on, that he can transform into several different ways, you know, and I guess that's what these parts are for as well. In fact, you can see one of them there on his back. Oh, they go in there. Don't know if I've put mine in there, if I've left them in the box. I might have left them in the box, you know. And he does fire his fists off, I believe, or yeah, they do fire off. And the rockets fire out of his belly there. That's rather a large belly button that Jeeg has. Now, he's a wonderfully bright and vibrant robot, and that's what attracts me to him. Could be a mech suit, I don't know. I've never watched Jeeg, so by all means let me know in the comments. Is he a robot? Is he a mech suit? Is he a living creature? I don't know. I know nothing about him. Her, it, whatever, you know, tell me in the comments. Educate me. So yeah, you can sort of like pull the arms off, and you can, if you really want to, have a real good mess around and, you know, do some kind of weird creation. If you really wanted to. I could see this being a really cool preschool toy. I mean, it's too good for a preschool toy, but I could see this being really awesome for preschoolers who just like to fidget with their toys. Do you not think? Am I stretching? Am I reaching there? I don't think so. But that's a little close-up look at the rather awesome Jeeg figure, or steel Jeeg figure. I dare say there's more to his title than what I know of, but that's all I know it as. Packed in the box with Jeeg comes this really nice full colour poster as well. Little fold out poster. I don't know if it's a replica of an original advertising poster or anything like that, but it's got some really nice artwork going on there. So shows some weird kind of spaceship there, very awesome. Some different ways that you can transform or adapt the figure. And then on the back, I imagine that's less to do with the toy and more to do with the actual character. No, as I said, I don't speak or read Japanese, so I can't read that for you. And this last item I'm going to show you, I thought long and hard about actually showing you because it's quite controversial, but it's drawn an awful lot of interest in the shop. And so I'm fairly sure there's going to be a lot of people watching that may be interested in seeing it. Whether or not they like it is another matter. Yeah. They'll make toys of anything. So yeah, war criminals of the 20th century. I'm not going to say the name because apparently his name gets you demonetized. YouTube is one of those companies that likes to pretend history didn't happen. It's by In the Past Toys. It's certainly not glorifying him. It's from the year 2000. There are other, shall we say, German officials of the time as part of this series. I think there's others as well. This I actually did import from Japan just because I thought it was a really interesting piece. I'm not going to say that it is a cracking likeness. I don't think anyone's looking for a cracking likeness on something like this. But it's a cool, interesting piece of kit. Yeah, I suppose anyone who's into military history and the World War in general would like to add this to their collection. But some people would like that, some people I'm sure certainly wouldn't. There's a lot of bumf there which I'm not going to read. But if you want to pause it and read what it says, I'm sure it's just a little bit of a history of the man himself. There we go. All right. So yeah, interesting one to say the least. All right, well that's it from this episode. Possibly the last of this kind of length. In future, I do hope to start showing you shorter, more condensed episodes, and hopefully a lot more regular. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, thanks for watching, take care, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.